So, a classic VR zombie game, Arizona Sunshine, recently got a sequel. Being the VR zombie expert that I am, I decided to beat the entire game on the hardest difficulty. After all, I beat the other VR zombie game with nothing but my bare hands 6 months ago. So how hard could this even be? Well, it's not that bad. There are a lot of big changes in apocalyptic. Being zombie or Freddy will run more. They can two-shot you, and you get a lot less ammo. I know it seems bad, and it would be if the game doesn't pair us with a literal super weapon. Buddy the dog. You get Buddy at the start of the game, where he is the only survivor of a helicopter crash that he definitely didn't cause. And what makes Buddy so special? Well, for starter, you can put a little hat on him. But more importantly, you can send Buddy to attack zombie for you, where he will take some time to buy a zombie until it's dead, then you can send him to do it all over. Apart from the attack itself, Buddy doesn't have any cooldown and he can be sent to attack infinitely. He is also invincible. He won't alert zombie. He can't be targeted in a fight.
He doesn't flinch at torture, human trafficking or genocide.
So yeah, unless you find a horde in a small area, you can either send Buddy to take down zombie one by one, or in a horde situation, if the area is big enough, you can do a core zombie impression and run around in a circle. Eventually, Buddy will slowly take down everyone for you. Even after all I praise Buddy, you do actually have to do something in order to beat apocalyptic. Scavenging is very important. If you come from citizens like me, this would be a no-brainer. And in this difficulty, you only get like 3 to 5 rounds per magazine you find. This will encourage you to look around in every nook and cranny, trying to find every ammo you can. That's what I would have said if there weren't any maximum capacity. 150 for pistol, 200 for rifle, 30 for shotgun, and only 10 for this special ammo. This, in my opinion, makes scavenging feel very unrewarding. Even though the limits aren't that low, it still feels bad since you can't keep everything you find. But before you start shooting, there's something else you can use to protect yourself. New to Arizona Sunshine 2, throughout the game you can find melee weapons. Whether it will be an axe, a machete, or even a cleaver, they can easily slide through a zombie, and honestly, it feels really good. Almost as good as melee in Sinner. There is only one problem, is that they have limited durability. Secret gamer tips. If you keep a melee weapon in your inventory and go past a loading screen, it will get fully repaired. I learned this fact from Banana Plays 989 in my Discord server. Yes, I do have my own Discord server. Yes, it's free to join. And yes, you can get updated on upcoming video, including this one. And yes, the link is in the description. So if you have a melee weapon you like to keep using, you only use it until it's almost broken. Then you put it in your inventory until the next loading screen. Then you can use it again. I didn't recommend that you stay away from using the cleaver though, then it has less range and you can get hit back. Other than the melee weapon, there are also a new crafting mechanic, where if you have enough resources, you can craft a lot of unique items, such as grenade but on the ground, grenade but it's on fire, and finally grenade but on a stick. Yeah, it's not that exciting, but they are still very useful, especially with the fact that you cannot actually hurt yourself with it. So if you get overwhelmed, you can just throw grenade at your feet. I recommend the fire grenade and the stick grenade, since you can use them one-handed by pressing the trigger. It does take an inventory slot to carry around, but don't worry that you won't have a grenade in a fight, because right before most of a big horde fight, there are usually a convenient crafting station. So when you see a crafting station, it usually means that it's a fight coming up and you need to prepare. It also means that you won't have to carry around grenade at all times, and it would be better to save a slot for a melee weapon. Notice how I didn't mention healing item at all when I talk about inventory. Another secret gamer tips. Dying in this game isn't that bad, and it can even be a good thing. Other than the fact that you can die as many times as you want in apocalyptic, remember the first tip when I said that melee weapon get repaired when you get a loading screen? It's also included a loading screen when you die. But if Buddy too slow, your melee weapon break, you are out of grenade, then it's time for the guns. The guns in this game are also very satisfying. Most of the guns I come across can one-shot zombie if you go for the head, but if their head is armored, then it takes 3 shots. I do notice that some of the gun design may be from their other game after the fall, including this assault rifle, a pump shotgun, and this LMG, but I guess reusing a few things is still better than reusing the whole damn game. so I'm just gonna give the devs some slack. Which gun you use is mostly up to preference. In my playthrough, I pick guns that hold a lot of ammo in the magazine because I hate reloading in the middle of the fight, but I do see having a gun that can one-shot body shot would come in handy. I do warn you if you wanna use a shotgun though, since the ammo drop is fixed and doesn't check for what your weapon needs, you won't come across a lot of shotgun shells, but I promise that when they do give you shotgun shells, it will be worth it. Since the ammo is hard to find, you really wanna use your gun only as a last resource and try to go for headshot. It can be annoying though since zombies do wobble their heads around a lot, but there is also a red explosive barrel throughout the game. If you can train zombies so they group up together, you can clear out the whole horde with just one bullet. Last secret gamer tips. With how the holster in this game works, it is not that uncommon for you to accidentally drop your gun, so make sure to check your holster from time to time. So let's summarize everything so far. If you want to be apocalyptic, you wanna use body as much as you can. Keep moving, either to train zombie or just prevent you from being sneaked up on. Scavenge away, you still need all you can get. Melee weapon can be repaired as long as you don't fully break it. Use gun as a last resource, don't be scared to die. And lastly, know that after all you went through, you won't get anything. That's right, the achievement for being apocalyptic is fucking bad. Fuck this game. Slow 10.